It's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Lamar Jackson and the Carolina Panthers taking on Sam Darnold and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Well, it is just the perfect time of year for a trip to the Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today, we've got an NFC South matchup between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 14 carries, 89 yards, and a touchdown.
And they love what they've got in him. He's the number 4 rusher in the league right now, so you know that you have to account for him on defense, which means you can play complementary football as well. Throw the play action, get it out to the wide receivers, because they should have some open space, because the defense will key on it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Darnold. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play that time on the catch and run. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
They'll run for it. It's Hubbard. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. So here are the Panthers backed up to start their initial drive. They're led out by the NFL's MVP from 2019, now in his 4th season out of Louisville, Lamar Jackson. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. A toss left, Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
I don't care what he's listed in the program. Fullback, running back, tailback, it doesn't matter. He ran that play like a fullback. Just like the old days when we saw the fullback dive. How about him picking that one up?
Only needed a yard on 4th down. That's what he's there for, right?
Exactly. Line him up, short yardage situation, and say, here it is, big man. Go get it.
Newton's throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from, working his way into...
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Buccaneers have it. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold. Jones has it. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. The shotgun snap for Darnold. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Landry now on the return. A 55-yard punt that time with a return of about 14. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 43 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon. Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Watch the twins. Watch the twins. Watch the safety creep.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The numbers for Mixon last week, 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
On 2nd and 7, Newton, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now a first down throw for Newton. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Throwing again on second down. Newton flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Joey Bosa, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. So 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on third down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on third downs all year long. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Newton, and he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. Touchdown, Panthers. Jarvis Landry, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Khalif Raymond now. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Darnold now to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is, because he understands how to get open in key situations. I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st and 10, Darnold looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Finds a seam inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
20. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Check 52.
On first down, Mixon. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. 58 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Here's Newton. And he fires one incomplete. And Charles, you think about this offense, and it's kind of a tricky time of the season because you're 14-0, looking to see this one out to the end, but you start to run into situations where guys are getting a little banged up. Maybe get some time on the bench just to rest. How do you approach the rest of this regular season?
I'm telling you, you don't ask the easy stuff, do you? I mean, you created a heck of a situation there, and actually you didn't create it. You presented it, and you're exactly right. It is tricky because your eye has to be on the ultimate prize, which is the Super Bowl. That's paramount. But at the same time, how much fun would it be to go down as one of the all-time great teams and join the 1972 Dolphins as the only undefeated team to win a Super Bowl?
From the red zone now, Newton. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. They'll give it to Mixon. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On 2nd and goal, Newton to the end zone, but it's incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Joe Mixon, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are... To throw again on 2nd down. Darnold throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw is Darnold. And this is going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
This offense, #1 in the NFL in picking up 1st downs, and their run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because you keep picking up 1st downs, sustaining drives. That means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Steps away to his left. Cam wisely hitting the deck at the end as he slides and has the 1st as well. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. On 1st and 10, Newton. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. On 1st down, Darnold. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. A 1st down throw, Darnold. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Dante Hightower gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. The final shot before the break. Darnold. Throw caught by Raymond. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Some critical games going on as teams fight for those final playoff berths. Let's get you around the NFL here in a busy Week 16. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. Next, we head down to Houston to check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And it's the visiting LA Chargers who are out in front. 3 touchdown passes there for Jalen Hurts. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And that one's at halftime with them leading the visiting New York Giants. Carson Wentz with a touchdown pass there. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together?
The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. As we count down through the final few weeks of the season, these guys have nothing to sweat about. They clinch the top spots on the road to the Super Bowl. It runs through them.
And there's a natural inclination here, partner, to say, okay, a lot of guys aren't going to play down the stretch. We've clinched. We're ready to go. But there's another part where you say, let's show the league why we're the #1 team. Maybe you intimidate someone. Maybe you dissuade them from thinking that they can beat you in the playoffs by going out and being really impressive.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
It goes with...
Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Carolina offense about ready to go. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. Coming off the pick six, it's Newton. This is caught by Antonio Brown. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 31, Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The last drive, remember, similar. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. 7 yards, the pickup there. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Newton. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Oh, he fakes a spike. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They go for it on 4th and goal, but that lines up incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Buccaneers... They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with a tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Darnold. That'll be complete to Cook.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Here's Darnold. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw, Darnold. Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the 1st half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
That catch good for only a couple. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another 1st down there.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The all-pro pass rusher, Joey Bosa, able to make the tackle there. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Newton. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. The 40. Past the 20. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. That's tough there, starting to mount a good drive. Quarterback lets his guard down for just a moment, and it's going to bite him.
And I was just about to remark how control of the game they were here in this 3rd quarter, but that return for 6 points, we now have a game again.
Rosas now to add the PAT. good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too. Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Throwing on third down, Newton. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Cam's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big play there for Carolina.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was...
On first down, Mixon. And the nimble footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 92 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this. Back to Mixon on second down. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it. I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they... And look at this! They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the Bucs are right back in this football game. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, were the starters telling the back... Get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On first down, it's Darnold. Open man is Raymond. He's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Khalif Raymond, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Just a 4-play drive that time. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all this away. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. That boy showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. Tackle made there by Chris Wormley. On 2nd and 9. Newton. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. Touchdown! Travis Kelsey with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout. And that touchdown breaks our tie here in the 4th quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Raymond now on the return. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Darnold on 1st down. He completes it to Jones.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brent,
from the 44, Darnold on the check down. He finds Kamara. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack, now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up.
And Darnold going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now it's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. Powering his way forward. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. On second down now, Mixon. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Now Newton. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast. But sometimes it happens too fast for the guy catching the ball because all these movements have to be quick off the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden the ball's right on top of you.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally...
Now Newton will bring the Panthers up to go for 2. They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door. Maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. Here's Darnold. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this